Now, there's more ways than doing it than just doing that. So let's just close this data source. You can see all open sheets will be deleted, so it will delete this sheet 3. Well, it didn't. All it did was remove the actual field. And what I can actually do is I can copy and paste the data in. So if I just change this word region to region area, so it's not the same as the word region, and paste it in, you can see that it becomes a new data source. It creates a new sheet, but it's a new data source. So I've got region area here. I need to link that to region. So I go into edit relationships. And you can see there are no relationships from clipboard to others. So I will use custom. I will add region area maps to region. There we go. Click OK. You can see it's still not linked. Click link, and now I can use it. So I can go through this formal process of connecting to a data source, or I could just have pasted the data from the clipboard. Entirely your choice how you do it. Personally, these sort of ad hoc things are all very well, but I don't really like using them. You can view the data by going to data and the particular source and clicking on view data. So for instance, let's say we were back in orders and I've accidentally double clicked that, but you can see that takes us back to our data as well by double clicking just there. But let's say I wanted to know all of the customer names. I can click aliases and that will give me all of the customer names. What on earth is aliases? Well, let's go to this person. Let's click on aliases. What I can do is I can rename. So this would rename all Annas to Anna Andretti's. Let's say she got married to Anna, and let's have in her new married name Smith. So an alias takes a value in the existing data and gives it a new value. So I haven't actually altered the original data. You can see that the original data is Anna Andretti, but if I click show aliases, you can see that the alias for Anna Andretti is Anna Smith. So how I could use it, for instance, by saying I want the West region to be called West of the Mississippi. Yeah, it's just a different name for something. So for instance, suppose we have in the product name a particular table, and we're now going metric, so we're not using 1/8. We are now using 1/8 of an inch, probably about 3 millimeter. I can change what the computer sees, but not what the original data is. So notice it says it has an alias and its new name is this. So aliases, if you have to change the existing data, that's how you can do it. I mean, suppose for instance that if I delete this source and we had West USA, East USA. So we copy that in and paste. Now we can still map region area to region, but the actual regions aren't the same. So if I create a sheet that shows region and shows person, then you can see south is Cassandra Brandrow and central is Kelly Williams, but it can't do east and west because there is no east and west. We're now using East USA and West USA. So what we can do instead is alias this so that they are the same in both sets of data. And that is the best use, I think, of aliases. It's to make sure that data from two separate sources which should be correct, which you and I would interpret as being correct, which aren't exactly the same according to the computer, can be matched. So for instance, my name is Philip with 2 L's. I might want to match that with someone whose name is Philip with 1 L. Or it could be that some data comes from England where they use one terminology. For instance, the machine that you manage to get cash out of a bank when the bank is closed. In Britain it's called a hole in the wall. In America it's called an ATM. In Spain it's called a cajero. I want all of those to be mapped to the same physical item, so I can use aliases to map them all to, say, the American version, ATM. That way the computer knows one item in Britain is the same as one item in America, which is the same as one item in Spain. So that is how you deal with more than one data, more than one source of data, and that is how you deal with conflicts between the datas using aliases.